the Wild Hunt sailed aboard the Naglfar, a giant longship that traveled between worlds. As Gels had advised, the Witcher set out to find the Sunstone, an artifact needed to draw Eredin into a trap.
Hello everyone, this is Bobbin Threadbare, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. And the beginning of the end, in fact. And apparently what could have been a very long introductory narrative, because man, that just sort of lingered for a while, didn't it?
No such thing as bad ships or bad weather.
Anyway, so yes, at the moment we are finding the Sunstone so that we can lure the Wild Hunt into our dimension under the conditions of our choosing.
I'd rather mention this. Otherwise I'll continue to wonder if he's not about to stab me in the back. We have something on the persecution. You need to come with us. I'm hunting today.
Going somewhere?
Ciri says there's a site in Skellige we must examine. Avallac'h's clearly hiding something from us.
Earlier, when we were in the Isles together, Avallac'h mentioned a laboratory. At one point, he wished to teleport there, to retrieve something, and he refused to take me with him. It was all very strange.
Sufficiently suspicious, don't you think?
So what? Want to just sneak in and root around?
Exactly. Coming with?
Fine. Where is it?
On a small isle between Undvik and Speakerog.
Not exactly on our way. Just found out the Sunstone's on Ard Skellig. Cavern along the coast that we can only access from the sea. Gonna need some real magic to get in, too.
Go find this laboratory. I'll explore Ard Skellig. You can join me later.
Philippa, your eyesight. Only just recovered and magically simulated. Didn't you say you'd need some time to get accustomed?
Did I?
I'd forgotten how irritating she can be. Come, Ciri. We'll await you there.
So we'll be going behind the back of an ally, but admittedly an ally that we never fully trusted, even when we did save his life. But yes, the sorceresses have their means of rapid transmission, and I've got mine. Fortunately, I've already got a signpost in the area. I think that was one of the ones you pick up from the, reading the notes. Because I don't think I've ever been out here. As it is, there is a question mark just offshore. And I figure, you know, while I'm in the area, and it only looks like it's 50 meters away. So let's have a look. Damn it. Well, luckily the drowners in the area aren't all that dangerous. And spoils of war means that we can just basically come in and pick some stuff up. Just as soon as we don't have to worry about all of the undead in the area. Alright. Apparently the barrels up here aren't full of anything that Geralt wants. So let's have a look in the wreck beneath. And that was it. The icon has turned gray. That was all we were meant to find. fair enough. Let's get back to the main plot. Like I said earlier, we are nearing the end of it. There isn't that much of it left. Not before the big boss battle sequence. And I don't need to hide it from you, but yeah, it's going to be against the Wild Hunt in the Skellige Isles. And apparently Avallac'h's got these labs everywhere.
Entrance is very well protected. I believe we'll find something interesting inside.
How will you lift the barrier?
Atlan Kirk's inclusion should do the trick. Remember the spell?
I remember you teaching me. And to think I thought you an overbearing cold shrew at the time.
Now, this is no time to get soppy.
So, any incriminating letters, closets full of skeletons?
We've not even opened the door yet.
It's a highly complex magic barrier. Let's try.
Yata Ligen!
We've awoken the sentry.
I'll take you.
I shall try to get through the barrier.
Yeah, don't worry. It's just a golem. Oh. Dang, that was too close. Oh, for crying out loud. What do you mean that counted? I guess Ciri was technically helping? Looks like there are some more golems here.
Let's see.
But we won't need to fight them.
Pretty cozy. Doesn't look much like a lab at all.
That proves nothing. We must look around.
It's a bit low, isn't it? Rummaging through his papers.
You wish to come, my dear.
Portrait of Ciri, I think.
No, that's not me. Where's the scar?
It's definitely you. Really captured you. Sure Avallac'h's only interested in you for your magic abilities?
Very funny.
Look, Geralt!
It's a bit dim in here.
It seems someone was literally just here.
Avallac'h's assistant, maybe?
No. Somehow it doesn't seem like Avallac'h to have one.
A distillate? Smells like.
Verbena.
Aha.
Aha, what?
No, nothing.
Sometimes you really get on my nerves, you know.
Herbs. Not very incriminating.
Wait. We've not examined the entire laboratory yet.
There's a red thing on the table there. And there.
Feel like I've walked into somebody's bedroom. Yen.
Those candles are dangerously close to that tapestry.
Genealogical chart of the Enhanikir, the Elder Blood, from Laura Doran.
To me. You never showed me the full version. I had no idea Viedmont of Eden was an ancestor. Was he the one who punished his daughters with a hot iron? Or the one who had his own father's eyes gouged out?
Hymn of the Daughters. My, even I'd never seen the full version. Seems Avallac'h has analyzed all the parts of Lara's gene, even those we thought extinct.
He's only analyzing? Really believe that? If he's anything like our mages, I seriously doubt he's standing back and observing how Laura's descendants are doing.
I don't think we'll ever know if or how deeply the elves have meddled in the gene's mutation.
Did you have a hand in what Geralt mentioned? The work of those human mages?
Of course not.
But she was fully aware of it.
Let's look at his notes.
Gods. He spent over 2 centuries on this. He was the first to study Lara's gene. Volker? Some entries about Ciri, but it's here, later, that things get interesting. He actually tried to cultivate a genetic mix like Ciri's, but one excluding the human line.
Meaning what exactly? That I ought to be looking about for giant jars holding my siblings?
Don't be foolish. Avallac'h never got that far. Apparently all his experiments ended in failure. You are unique.
And that's why we've the Wild Hunt to contend with. Let's ferret on. See if we can't find something even more interesting.
So, during the books,
Let's see what Avallac'h's really planning.
they do go over the whole genealogy, and it's sort of a 2-part thing. There are actually 2 genes that need to interact in order to create the whole what Ciri's got going on.
Elves sure know their fragrances. Never a standard. Might have expected a hidden portal.
Let's see what Avallac'h's really.
Oh, there is someone else in here.
How did you get in here?
We mean you no harm.
I care not at all why you're here. Get out. You. I remember you. From Tir na Liar.
Remarkable. I thought all elves looked alike to those of your race. If it's Avallac'h you seek, he's not here.
I know.
And yet you come here. What for? To spy on him. He tries his damnedest to save you every time you do something stupid. Is that not enough?
What can you possibly know about that?
You'd be surprised. He's told me a great deal about you.
Like what?
He said you shared Lara's features. I don't see whatever it is he sees. It seems a bit like trying to drink water from a mud puddle. But I imagine that belief somehow helps him with his task.
What task?
Do you think he trails you everywhere for pleasure? Even I grow ill at the sight of you.
It's incredible how those like you still believe you're superior to humans, in any way.
She's no human. She's a degenerate half-breed. To have no choice but to use something like that, it's humiliating.
Another word, and I'll...
What? You'll change nothing. She must do what she must. Then Avallac'h will finally be free of her.
If he hates me so deeply, why didn't he tell me to my face?
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Avallac'h means that much to you.
What's that got to do with anything? If they despise me so, they should leave me be.
You see, he was in love with her elven ancestor, Laura.
Ciri.
What? Do you fear I'll level this place like I did Kaer Morhen? Shame I can't do that at will, because I'd really like to now.
Well, maybe not like Kaer Morhen, but we don't have to go that far to make a mess. But yeah, to put it simply, Avallac'h decided to help Ciri in the end because she reminds him of Lara. And not because he actually likes her in particular.
There, that's better. Let's get out of here.
She's too dignified to take part in all of the pillaging, but she did add her own little contribution to it. Right, though, we've burned off some steam against someone who kind of really does deserve it. So let's get out of here. It's snowing.
Perhaps this was not a good idea after all.
Oh, there we go.
Must we return to the boat right away?
Something else you want to see?
Not here. On Hindarsfjall. In Lofoten. I met a young man, Skjal. And I'd like... What is it?
Ciri, Skjal is dead.
The Wild Hunt. Everyone? No one survived?
Skjal died later.
You sure it was him? You'd met him?
I was there. I saw his body.
Will you visit his grave with me? I'd like to say goodbye.
I'll go with you.
Thank you. Could you open a portal to Hindarsfjall?
I can.
Let's do this.
Come back soon, all right?
Mm-hmm. See you.
Let's look around. Should be a relatively fresh grave mound.
Thank you for coming. I detest graveyards, especially wandering them alone.
Let's look around together. Come on.
Lasse, son of Njord. Olaf, son of Over. Inga, daughter of Trotnir. Damn it. He's not here. Skjal has no grave. Geralt, I shan't leave until I bury him. Think, the body. What could have become of it?
They didn't burn it. Save that honor for kings and heroes. Doubt they left him in the garden, too.
Bastards.
What?
Here in the village, there's a pit. They fill it with sheep taken by Blackleg. Crabs pick at their bones at night.
Can't imagine what that smells like.
What are you doing?
What you should have done long ago. We're burying Skjal.
Burying Craven? You defy the right of the elders. Begone! Leave this place. You defile our laws.
We're not bound by them.
Aye, and you've clearly no respect for our customs either.
Craven's place is in the ditch.
Skjal saved your bloody lives. The Wild Hunt was after me. Had Skjal not led me away then, why they would have reduced Lofoten to ash.
What would the spectres be wanting of some lass who...
I am not some lass. And anyone who so much as touches this grave will learn that the hard way.
Aye. None will disturb it. Desecrating graves. Well, it's the only thing elders punish harder than fleeing the battlefield. And what you said. Can't know the truth of it. The gods will judge Skjal now.
At least he's willing to consider it, seeing as he didn't call him Craven that last time.
We were right to come. I was deeply troubled. You've no idea.
Well, they shouldn't spit on his name anymore.
Let's go.
Back to the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Got a minute?
Of course.
No, nothing new.
I should go.
All right.
Just wanted to double check. Been through a few different things, thought there might be additional comments about them. Anyway, we do still have other business to attend to. Gotta go after that Sunstone now that Ciri's side business is over. Both of it. And hey, I've been there before, and in fact, it may be related to those 2 question marks I could never find on the surface. Must be a big cave system if that's the case, though.
Just wonderful.
I say, look at this.
Let's go.
Appears to be some sort of illusion that...
What now? Gonna grow yourself some new eyes, like Vilgefortz did? I remember the moment I killed him. Cultivation wasn't complete. They hadn't grown in fully yet. Looked disgusting, but...
I take it your mention of that deviant is purely coincidental.
Course. Also heard of this rich blind dwarf from Mahakam. Had them put 2 sizable rubies in his eye sockets. Couldn't see a damn thing. But word is, it looked pretty tasteful.
There appear to be a few ways to go here. Not sure if all of them are equally useful, but... that took care of that.
Hear that?
Alright, it appears to have just been a side passage.
What did she just say?
We're not afraid.
You gonna come down there? There we go. Hey, nice. Got a charge off of slaying her.
Drowners were protecting her. Damn, there's a lot.
I hope you don't plan to muck about in this carrion now. We came here for a reason.
Yeah, we came here for a reason, but... well, everything in its place. Gotta muck about in this carrion for now. Alright.
Magic. A place of power.
Oh, nice. That's one of the question marks. I mean, it would be even nicer if I, you know, was in the first playthrough and every ability point mattered. But still. Cross that off my list.
So how do we get up the...
The stairs? I'll fix them right away.
I see.
Ready.
Let's go.
Couldn't help notice the tension between you and Yennefer and Triss. It's very hard on Ciri, I think. There are times I doubt you three realize how it looks. Triss plays the big sister to Ciri, but eagerly awaits a chance to hop in bed with you. You and Yennefer play the parents.
Yeah, so if you're angling to make it a five-some, there's clearly no room.
Nice little way of saying stay out of our business, I guess. Oh, there's something in the dark over here. And another hidden treasure. Pop the poison mist, but not in time to save its life. As it is, it was guarding a few nice chests. And the hidden treasure is... oh. Appears to be in this trap here. So is there a way to get across, like some established way, or do we just need to go fast? Is that the solution? Just roll my way to victory? I mean, I didn't take so much damage when I jumped across, so... well, good enough. And in the meantime, let's just confirm that yes, all the question marks are marked off now. So, as you were sniping, Philippa...
You do not deserve to live!
Nice. Got us another charge. And down here is some mushrooms. Oh, and a sword. Nothing on the body for once. Odd. Doesn't appear to be anything down here except some stalagmites. And this little bit in the corner that's off the map. Huh. Not in any useful way, but there it is.
What now?
It appears I must do everything for you. See the sentry who seems to be waiting for payment?
I'm fresh out of change.
Ugh, in blood, not coin. The sentry is Fierlin of the Elven legend. You literally read nothing.
I read bestiaries. A lot of bestiaries.
There you are.
Whole lot of darkness in here.
Yennefer must have tremendous pull with the Emperor to get him to guarantee the Lodge's safety. What's your take on it?
My take? Obviously a leading question. No. Geralt, I'm tired. Let's sit and chat a bit first.
Is foreplay that important to you?
You'll get to work with the Emperor. Not excited?
No. I mean, yes, of course I am. Thus far, the Lodge has oft banked on weak rulers. It's been one of our biggest mistakes.
So you're impressed Emir keeps his mages on a short leash?
Yennefer's wise to keep you out of politics. I'm afraid you'd not realize which way the wind was blowing if you pissed straight into it.
You ought to talk to Yennefer. Painfully clear there's unfinished business there.
Yennefer's always walked her own path. I'm actually touched she decided to take an interest in matters of the Lodge this time.
You don't trust her. So once the hunt's defeated, leave. Find asylum elsewhere. I hear Redania's offering.
I'd sooner stick my head in a Zoogl's spiky orifice. Thanks, but I've other plans.
This deal with Emir. It's sorceress business. Pick someone else's brain.
So she's not told you anything? What about personal plans? Has she mentioned anything? A possible advisory position? Beside a young, promising Empress?
Stay away from Ciri.
She's an adult, Geralt. You keep forgetting. She can decide for herself. So, onward. Don't you think it's time you stopped interfering in Ciri's life?
No.
But you do know we're not a pack of wolves you can just drive away from her with your sword.
Sure you are. And yes, I can, if the need arises.
She's not asking to leave Ciri alone, she just...
Wait. There's something here. Feel it?
No, my medallion.
A ridiculous bauble. Don't make me laugh. Tuning into elven magic is just slightly more difficult than sniffing out a malodorous fiend. Watch this. Arahan Luma! That means the Sunstone is here. Don't stand there looking stupid. Try to shift the mirrors.
Ah, a mirror puzzle. Odd bit of an inclusion for this kind of puzzle in this game, but I mean, it makes a certain amount of sense. There are tons of mirror puzzles out there. Anyway, yeah, she wasn't asking for Ciri's benefit to stop interfering in her life. She was asking for her own benefit because she wanted less competition. Anyway, let's see what this does. Alright, looks like this is the mirror that is currently getting the light from the large stone, and it is reflecting the light to the left, which is reflecting the light to the right, which is reflecting the light back towards this mirror. So whichever way I point this thing, at least one of the other two mirrors needs to change its direction. Let's see what I can do with this one. Okay. That illuminates the left-hand mirror. The left-hand mirror is pointed at the right-hand mirror, and so the beam is going nowhere. You know, I get the feeling that real mirrors don't really work like this. I mean, lasers and mirrors work like this, but that's just normal light. Well, I say normal light. This is magic light, but it's magic light that does not appear to work exactly the way that a laser does. Physics is weird. So which way can you point?
Found it.
Okay. It points the right way. So the solution to the puzzle is to move every mirror just once each.
At last.
Hand it over and let's get out of here.
Not so fast. We've a matter to discuss.
Let me guess. You gotta fly. You're about to tell me why you need the Sunstone so much more than we do. Then you'll change into an owl and whoosh.
No idea where you got such a ridiculous notion. Ciri's safety is most important to me now. But I wish to talk to you about the future. My future.
You'll like Nilfgaard, no two ways about it. I recommend the fresh alpine air of Nazaire.
And Yennefer claims you have no sense of humor. Now listen carefully. Once we've defeated the hunt and Ciri is safe, Yennefer's meteoric rise at the Imperial Court will come to an abrupt end. Which is wonderful from my perspective. I'm not interested in reviving the Lodge if I'm not to have the deciding vote.
You're telling me this because...
If I know even one bit, I expect that once we've defeated the Wild Hunt, you aim to slip out the back door with Ciri. To disappear into the wilds, correct? All very romantic. But perhaps instead of destroying the girl's life, you could take Yennefer with you and go.
You want to take Yen's place at Amir's side.
And at Ciri's. I think you understand it's inevitable, and I would truly prefer Yennefer to be far away when it happens. Holding her in the Imperial dungeon would be costly, and it would give the wrong impression.
Any other words of wisdom, or can we go?
You may go. I know you've things to do. I can find my own way back.
Well, he was right about most of what happened, just not about the Sunstone specifically. Anyway, it looks like we got some sort of back exit here. Which is convenient, because we walked a long way to get here. And, by the way, you may have noticed the undead elven protectors of these ruins. Remarkably corporeal, but ultimately killable. Alright, got a few tricky gaps to navigate. Although falling between them is not actually that dangerous. Where the heck am I now? Nice. And yeah, it's occurred to me that I'm going up against a bunch of effectively humanoid opponents. So the short dodge is much more useful than the roll. And here we are at the other exit. The walk was actually pretty long. It was pretty much the same distance either way. But yeah, in particular, we have come out of that one cave I discovered a while ago that had the really powerful undead elven protector in it. And had we not dealt with him then as we were leaving the cave, we would have had to deal with him now. But yeah, that's that dealt with, and like the quest marker says, it's time to let Avallac'h know that we've got everything ready.
That's how you earn respect in Skellige. That's exactly. Come closer.
Time to begin the endgame sequence.
I never doubted you would. Why did you? I might have just asked.
To hear you reveal all about your experiments with the Elder Blood gene, unlike...
I've hidden nothing that could be useful in our struggle against Eredin. As regards the Elder Blood, you're all aware Ciri is exceptional. I am alone only in knowing to what extent.
Or maybe you're just obsessed.
I'm obsessed.
Yes. Honestly, yes.
Yes, Geralt?
Once we use the Sunstone, what makes you think Eredin won't figure things out? I doubt he'll think the Elves of the White Fleet suddenly long to see him.
We can alter the signal emitted by the Sunstone. Unlikely Eredin will recognize its origin. It's not the only artifact to possess this power.
There are others? Great. Now mind telling me why I had to scour Skellige looking for this one?
The Sunstone was the easiest to find, believe me.
We found the Sunstone.
Gelban's gift to Dillion of the White Fleet. As legend has it, she never used the stone, and Gelban died of sorrow.
Won't keep Eredin waiting that long.
It seems we've everything. We can go. Keep in mind, once we commit, there'll be no returning.
I'm ready. High time we set sail. Undvik awaits.
In that case, let's go.
You know a pet peeve of mine? When belts in video games have the little tines that hold it pointing towards the end of the belt, which is the wrong direction.
You will position yourselves on the cliffs. Here, here, and...
Thank you. I believe we know how to form a circle.
Even those of us who lack eyes for the moment.
I simply wish to avoid... Oh, Geralt. We were waiting for you.
That's nice of you. You were about to explain your plan?
It's simple, which does not mean it will be easy to execute. I shall activate the Sunstone. If Caranthia answers the call, the Nagel Fair should appear in the bay shortly afterwards. The Lodge must then prevent the ship from returning to the world of the NL, while the Imperial fleet blocks its escape by sea. The 7th Imlet's Infantry Regiment under Duke Varatra must then board it, with your help, naturally.
Wow. Emir's being generous with his resources.
He's halted his entire Skellige campaign to help us.
Not doing it just to be nice, believe me.
He's doing it for the same reason we all are.
Ladies and gentlemen, less talk, more action, please. Sisters, we must scale the cliffs.
Good luck.
Plan's missing one important element. What about Ciri?
Cyril will wait, at a safe distance from the Nagel Fair.
Yeah, she's not waiting.
Wild guess? Not what you had in mind.
No, I wanted to go with you. That was my idea.
But I won't allow it. Far too great a risk.
Don't have the right to order her around.
Amusing. Zirel said the same thing, only at much higher volume. I do, in fact, have this right. For only I know how to activate the Sunstone, which I shall do on my terms or not at all. Zirel recognized the strength of my argument. I have no doubt you'll do the same. Zirel, do you swear to stay on shore?
Do I have a choice?
Where are you going?
For a walk. Or is that not allowed either? Because I could break my leg.
Oh yes. The Elder Blood can be fiery.
Telling Ciri she can't do something is counterproductive, speaking from experience there. Ultimately, she does what she wants.
Let us hope.
Pardon me?
Never mind.
Interesting.
Time is short. If you wish to do something, brew your substances or whatnot, do it now. You won't get the chance later. I shall await you by the boats, amongst the soldiers.
Is it possible that he was counting on her to, not do the thing he asked her to?
Yen, why are you here?
To see you.
Something happened?
Not yet, but it might soon. We may not survive this. In fact, our chances are slim.
Well, we are here to battle Eredin and the Wild Hunt at full strength. Could be like Sodden. Could be worse.
Nothing could be worse than Sodden was. Listen to me. Once it's over, if we survive, I wish to leave, go far away, and I'd like you to come with me.
Where?
Wherever. To Povis, beyond the Dragon Mountains, Zerrikania even. As far as possible from politics, plots, and so-called high society.
You? Dropping plots and politics for good? You're in your element in that world. It's your life.
Time to start anew.
I'll believe it when I see it. Even now you're up to your neck in it.
Yes, but only to set matters straight. To be able to withdraw having retained the upper hand.
What then? A small secluded hut with a flower garden to tend to?
Why not, if that is what you dream of? We shall leave together. Go where we please, do whatever strikes our fancy. So, coming with?
I don't know, Yen. Honestly, sounds too beautiful to be possible even.
You can always return. If after a month we can't stomach each other's company.
All right. Willing to try.
That's good enough for me. Go, Geralt. Avallac'h awaits. And don't get killed, Witcher.
But yeah, I brought up the belt thing because Avallac'h's belt, the two tines in his belt are pointed the wrong way. And I hope, much like myself, you will be unable to unsee it now that I've let you know it's there. But yeah, the tines are there to put pressure on the belt to keep the leather from moving. And so it is pointed in the direction of that pressure. The one that's trying to pull the belt apart.
Es klippen und Sandbanken am Neden ab der Re, re, re.
Anzakes Flageskippen es Bala Epa. Oder Sled Queen in Namen Epa.
Ja, Hail Herze!
Yes, Segna to Wien. Movet es from Kais. Rina Mach.
Es war Fenoe et Nas. Kesail Edrithi.
Es Kinker. Edrith Fortne es Unbekennt. Es Kraien Netzwerk in Winneritium Bommebaba.
Nor Glaedis.
You can tell that they're not native speakers, the voice actors I mean, because of how very carefully and precisely they are pronouncing every single syllable.
Es erkenne? Erkenne. Es marke daich ita, them evala. Provais du general. Yeah. Nessa und orde et arde berga. Ke orlug ravis et scorn.
Native speakers slur their words, and they slur them in a very precise way. They slur their words around the syllables that,
Are you here to spy or haggle?
Show me what you're peddling.
I get the sense that we've met before. Yeah, native speakers slur their words, but only in a precise way that allows them to still pronounce all of the syllables that make sense of words. All the syllables that you are required to hear in order to fully understand what someone is saying. Crying out loud. How cheap are these runestones? I've still got another full row of weapons to sell here. And for crying out loud, these things are expensive. And I've got so many of them at this point that just automatically sorting my inventory takes a couple of seconds. It's kind of impressive.
Like you to craft.
Yeah, figured we should do a little repair work before we head out. And we also have some runestone upgrades that we can combine glyphs and runestones. I think that's it though.
So long.
But that's that dealt with, so we were given a moment to just complete potions and such, but...
So, Geralt. Ready?
Let's get these bastards.
With pleasure, Geralt. With pleasure.
Here we go. End sequence begins. It won't end in this video, but it will begin in this one. What, the phylactery again? Are you just using it as a box now?
I give you my heart? What kind of spell is that?
It's an old love letter. Ancient. As I said, this stone was to reunite a pair of lovers.
Never thought I'd say anything of the sort to Eredin. En verilith Serenad, Ada eich blame, Idemay.
From the carvings, it looks like it was a chunk of something.
The elven bauble worked.
They approach.
Doesn't seem like sinking is going to be an issue. As much as we would wish it to be.
Aisio, Galebuane.
A little late there, buddy. But on the bright side, we can walk from here.
Follow me. The Naglfar must be nearby.
Silence. It's completely still.
It's a trap. We must flee, now.
Not this time.
No, Cyril. You are not ready. You do not control your powers.
I'll manage.
Ciri.
Get out of my way.
Ciri! The ice. It's a spell. You must find the mage who cast it. Destroy his staff.
I'll not stop with his staff.
If I can't make you listen, I can at least give you some good advice. Holy crap. I am apparently killing them all instantly. lot of them to kill, in fact. You may notice that she is actively teleporting with each strike, and not just when I hit the jump button. Excuse me, while in combat it is the blink button. Yeah. Nothing they do is going to stop her.
Cyril, I know.
So, this is Calanthir, or Caranthir, looks like. At least in this case. Yeah, this is the guy that Avallac'h thought was not going to change his mind, even after hearing about what his king did to the previous king. I appear to have taken some damage, and I'm not sure where or when it happened. But unlike usual, it does not seem to be regenerating, but... And that there is why Witchers have those giant sweeping pirouettes for their combat style. Because you can never tell how many enemies are around you or when they are attacking, so you might as well be swinging behind you at all times as well. It's actually not a very useful combat style against a single opponent.
Almost, Sirach. Almost. Jothyard.
Didn't even show him getting iced up.
Witcher, so be it. Let us end this. Violent.
Well, let's see how much damage I should actually be doing in New Game Plus. Actually, it's about the same. Or it is right now, anyway. Looks like there is, careful there. Oh, so that's what summoned him. Yeah, it looks like that move that summons in this little ice meteor is actually summoning in an ice elemental. And yeah, it looks like there's also friendly fire. So if his attack hits, well yeah, just like that. As a matter of fact, he's the one who killed his minion.
Violent.
Problem with this guy, though, is just how slippery he is. Especially now that we're not equally slippery. Doesn't seem like he'll slip out of this one, though.